Hi everybody. Okay, today I'm going to teach you guys how to fill in the brows using Brow Chick's Wonderbrow Pomade. This is what it looks like. It's a tinted wax. And I'm going to be using an angle brush with a spoolie on the other side to apply it.
She's going to use my brows also.
This is my beautiful model Taylor. Okay, so first I like to brush the brows in place. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit of the pomade with the angle brush, just like that. It's really pigmented, so you don't need a lot of product. So the general direction that you want to go in is from the beginning of the brow to the highest point, you're going straight up at an angle, and then you're going to round out toward the ear, toward the end of the brow. So I like to start at the end. What I'll do is I'll start by applying feathery strokes in the direction that the hair is growing in.
Oh, why do you start at the end? Is that just a personal preference?
I actually like to start at the end because wherever you put the brush down first is where the most product will be. So the ends is where you want them to be a little bit darker, and then you want it to get lighter as you go toward the middle of the nose. So I'm just going to keep brushing in until I build the product up to my liking, and then just blend out with the spoolie side of the brush. Okay, so now that we finished the end, we're going to go in and start filling in the middle of the. Now we want to change the angle of the application, going up at an angle. So we're going to change the brush as well. We're going to line it up with that angle, and then just go in and underline the brow, going straight up at an angle, and we're going to stop at the highest point like this. You see? Kind of blend it in a little. Always blend so it softens the product into your hair. It looks more natural. Now that I have the bottom line where we want it, we're going to do a little bit at the top, and for the top angle it's going to be parallel to the bottom. So we're going to start at the top, a little bit further back from the middle so it's softer, and then just go straight up again, and then we're going to round it to connect it to the tail end, and then blend. So I'll blend in the direction that the hairs are going in. So if the hairs are growing down, that's the way you brush, and then I'll always blend it back up to finish. So now for the very middle, the center of the brow, the beginning of the brow, I'm going to use upward strokes with the very tip of the brush. So I'm just using the very tip, and I'm going to stencil in a little bit of like these feathery strokes so that it looks soft, and then blend out. If you have too much product at the middle, which is very common, what I like to do is take a Q-tip and just soften any harsh edges. Okay, now to finish the brow, I'm going to be using my highlight and conceal pencil. So the concealer part is going to go at the top of her brow, and the highlight part is going to go underneath. So I'll do one line at the top, concealer, and then the highlighter on the bottom. Now I'm going to take my flat brush. It's square and flat to sharpen the brow shape. So we're going to sharpen it up by using the edge of the brush. And we're going to go in the same direction as we filled in, straight up at an angle. And you can really use that flat side of the brush to sharpen the edges and make it look really defined. And just blend the excess product away from the brow. So same thing at the bottom. We're going to go straight up at an angle here. And then we're going to round out toward the ear. straight up an angle, and then you're gonna round out. And then you just blend the excess product down onto the lid. You can even take a little bit toward the middle or the beginning of the brow to soften. Now to finish the brow, I'm just going to take a little bit of clear brow gel and we're going to set it all in place.
Oh my god.
So sometimes if you feel like there's too much product in the middle here, what I'll do is I'll take my spoolie side of my brush and I'll just give it a little bit of a brush right in here to create more feathery softness, if you will. I'm just gonna go back in with my highlight pencil. And just kind of soften this up with a little bit of product. You want the middle to be very, or the beginning to be very soft. Go back in, blend it out with the spoolie side of the brush. There we go. So that's the difference. Thank you guys for watching.